everyone, welcome back to our channel. Jeremy here, your host for the day. So as you all know, this part of the channel is dedicated to price prediction, chart analysis, and fundamental analysis if need be. So today we're going to take a look at Fantom, the chart of FTM, around which a lot of noise has been spreaded around. Some people have been talking about the project being hacked, hence causing a significant drop in the price of the project. Others have been talking about a major developer leaving the team, and some have initiated rumors that FTM could be the next Shiba Inu, bringing life-changing gains to its investors. So, what's it gonna be? So the question here is, how can we filter out the noise and make out what the truth is about what is happening and whether or not it is worth investing in? So what do you think the future of FTM holds? That's the real question here. However, we also have to keep in mind that we are in a little bear market right now, so everything is more or less down, apart from some outliers that have been outperforming the market for the pleasure of their investors. So it's pretty cool. But overall, we are down and we're going down, and it doesn't seem to be bottoming out anytime soon. So we gotta act accordingly. Let's take a look at this beautiful chart right now. So first of all, we're gonna take a look at this chart, the total market cap here. So first we're gonna take a look at the total market cap chart to just get a feel for the market and what it is doing. So we're on a weekly time frame here, so we can clearly see some level of potential support here and resistance and so on and so forth. I'm not teaching you anything here. You already know how it works. You already know the game, gang. All right. So, hey, let's guess what's gonna happen here. All right, let's guess what the hell is going on. So we on a weekly basis. What I see here, I don't know about y'all, but we need to think about the different possibilities that the market could unfold to. So I would see something like that, retesting this level of support, coming back up, retesting a little POI, waking up like that, and then forming a nice head and shoulder pattern where essentially the market wants to head down lower and then potentially retesting these lows for a pretty deep and lengthy bear market. Maybe we could go ahead from there and literally consolidate for some while, for some time, literally, boom, 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 giving people fake hopes, consolidating for a while. That's usually how the financial market works. So we gotta see. On the other hand, it could simply just form. You need to be creative and then consider all possibilities, It could also simply just start, bouncing around here, touching this trend line, and then starting up again, forming some sort of W pattern, reverse head and shoulder, whatnot, and then essentially forming a huge bull flag, essentially consolidating within this bull flag range, building up buying pressure and bullish pressure to break out to the upside to higher highs. So both possibilities need to be considered. So we got to keep that in mind. Now let's zoom in real quick, but we can see that this is definitely forming. Speaking of a bullish pattern here, we are forming a nice bearish flag. Look at that. It's definitely bearish. We got almost two equal lows here. Lower highs. So usually this is, this is the clue that this is, getting ready and ripe to head down lower, consolidating within the range on the lower end and building up pressure, like downward pressure, that's going to break out these support level down to the next support level that could potentially be around there, the blue line, or this little square right there that could basically corresponds to these PY right there, if we were to zoom in. So we could assume that the price of Bitcoin, along with the overall crypto market, altcoin market, would just try to head down lower to these levels before having a nice little bounce that you could capitalize on. Why not? Why not even retesting these could potentially becoming formally support newly resistance level before doing anything, and that would be your exit point. Would have a nice little stop loss around there. Hold on, around there. Okay, that's the rough estimate. That's the rough calculation. You need to do your own market analysis, zoom in, figure out your POIs and all that. But essentially, that would be roughly the play here. Do not forget to exit though, because you definitely don't know what's going to happen, and it does look super bearish. So be careful. Let's switch it up. Let's go. Let's move on to the Fantom chart now. Alrighty, we got a brand new Fantom chart right here. It's perfect to work on. Alright, so now let's try to map out the different little levels and try to figure out and get a feel for what's happening with this coin. So we can definitely see that over the past year and all throughout this big bull market, it's been having a whole lot of fluctuation in this coin on this chart. This coin is literally what 20x, yeah, a little bit more than 20x. So it's pretty. So it's quite of a lot of. It's a pretty big run up. It's a pretty big a price extension. So this, it kind of makes sense that people want to take their money out as well, especially in rough times like now, with all what's happening in the world, with the war, geopolitical tensions between Ukraine and Russia. But anyway, like, well, what can we see here? Okay, big run up, pull down, run up again, forming a double top with a lower high, pretty much regarded as a bearish pattern by investors and retail investors and overall investors. We got a lower high here. We got a break of structure here of this structure level. That's a clear break of it. It's definitely not going back. It's not a fake out. So there has been a set of lower highs, break of structure. So this is a valid POI right there that we need to look at when the market is going to head back up to exit a position. So this is our with basically within this range, we're going to find a future exit point. All right, I love that. Money is gonna be made here, my knuckles. Sweet Jesus, it's gonna be juicy, man. Look at that. So what I want to do personally, man, I'm excited about looking at this. I want to go let it run down there, crash within this area of demand, buy it up all the way up to this area of supply, otherwise what we call in this channel POI or institutional candle, and make bank. Because come on, look at that, man. It's almost, if he goes yeah, I don't know, I mean, yeah, buying at the top of the range, we're gonna zoom in, but we'll see. But buying at the top of the range to the bottom of this range here, it's how much is that? It's almost a 3x, but not quite. So we're looking at 1.2 296 divided by 0.529. Whoo, 2.44x precisely. Let's run it up to 2.45 because it's 2.449. So that would be quite a juicy profit. Damn, son, that's no joke. So let's zoom in and see what else we get. So that's my assumption for what could potentially happen. I'm very confident in that because I believe that Fantom is an awesome DeFi project. It has a lot of use cases, utilities, and attention drawn to it. Has been because I mean, for the price to jump from these bottoms, like way down low, and we don't have the entire chart here, so way down low, all the way up to $3.5, it has to be something, and also to be able to consolidate for that long. Even more so considering that they keep improving and developing on this ecosystem. So I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. It's just price fluctuation, people, the overall market sentiment, FUD, and the fear of bear market and all that combined together, is affecting the price for the best because it gives us opportunity to enter and make more money. So it's great to me. In my opinion, it's a great opportunity right here. That's the one I'm looking at. There's a bunch of coins out there, but this one, in my opinion, is about a low, a bottom very soon. So I love that. It really gets me excited, man. I just hope that it's gonna break down this blue support level, because if it bounces off of here, man, my target is literally right down here. Now you gotta keep in mind that it's not because I say that this level of supply, this PY right there, is gonna hold, that it actually gonna hold, and then the price action is gonna rally up from this bottom up to this top. That's a possibility, but another possibility is that the market drops down lower. That will probably find out in time, but it could also go lower, break down this level, this POI level, and head down lower to a next POI down. All right. So that's another possibility. So the best way for you to capitalize on this market, if you're a long-term investor, you need to consider dollar cost averaging your position, meaning buying on different levels. You know what I'm saying? So you'd be buying on the blue level, on the square level, on the green level, and then wait for the price to bounce back up and then give you a whole lot of profit, because essentially we got a nice little POI right around there too that we're gonna zoom in on and trying to refine to find the best exit level, exit price for our trade. And we definitely got something around there, this area here too. Let's zoom in real quick. What do we get here? I would feel confident drawing up using this little green candle right there. That's my POI for now. So we're gonna get rid of this square. We're gonna use this candle here as our POI. So we get the first POI. So the level up will be 0.3435. The first exit and second exit would be 197. Yeah. And then we have another one higher up. Well. Yep. I would say, let's drop something and use this little green candle as our POI, and the bottom of this green candle as another POI. Let's zoom in on that. All right, by zooming to the 1 hour time frame, now it gets tricky because you're refining your chart analysis to closer to the more precise and very accurate prices that the market could fluctuate between, and in this instance rally back up to. So if you are a swing trader, I would say just aim a little bit wider to give yourself a little bit more leeway. If you are a day trader or scalper, it's even different. But here you could definitely go ahead and use, instead of using this green level here, you could literally map out another green level right there, or even map out another, because remember the whole square, the top of the square is right there. So if you were to want to aim for the highest level within the POI, the square, the rectangle POI that we drew up, I would aim for this candle here and find a POI within this candle right there. Do you see? So I would use, personally, I would use this one, 1.40. 1.40 would be a nice target to the upside to exit a nice position. And then below that would have 134 and 135. I would feel super confident with that for sure, for sure. Then you can find some more. That's the problem. The more you zoom, the more you're gonna find as well. So you need to determine which ones you want to work with. You see, like you got another nice one here, a tiny little green candle, another bigger green candle, a nice little fake out. So you need to determine which one you want to use. Here, this one can be used as well as a reference. So we'd be at 995. So definitely usable. On the upper side, on the upper end, well, the very top of the rectangle, the PY rectangle we drew up earlier on, I would use this little wick candle right there as my last POI to all-time high retest. Here, well, pretty accurate. Just readjust that one to this low POI, so a little slow, slightly lower down. This one is good, it's very valid because it's basically capturing this whole two green candle move up. But then if you want a little bit more accurate, you can use this little green candle right here that potentially deceived people into thinking that the market was getting to a point where it was getting ready to run up. That was a nice discarding what happened here, all right? Right after this little green candle, when the market got there to this point, the last green candle right there, when it was full, it could have led people into thinking that the market was forming a nice little cup and handle, which is a very bullish pattern. Like a nice curling up shape of the chart, of the price action forming here, with a nice liquidity grab, high or low, both on the chart and the RSI, and a nice little cup and handle right there, which would have, led the price to probably hit, like, to retest the all-time high of this POI $3.29. So I would say that would be the breaking point here. That would be a very nice POI to highlight, because a very nice institutional candle that really deceived people into believing that the price was going to keep going up. And then sure enough, it just crashed down, liquidated people, took people's money, people starting to lose their money, freak out, or hold. Essentially, these are all the different levels you can work with. So you need to figure out, so of course, you can narrow it down even lower to like refine it down to like 15, 5 minute, 3 minute, 1 minute, even seconds time frames. But that's not what I'm doing. That's not how I trade. So, you know, free to you to trying to do it that way. But yeah, I'm not doing that. So these levels basically would be the levels I would be working with. Obviously not all of them, but it kind of gives you like a range, you know, an idea of which the ranges to watch. You can see that there's one here definitely, you know, that when the price reaches up to this range, like, okay, you can expect at some point within there's a high probability for a pullback. At some point within there, high probability for a pullback. At some point within this area, also high probability for a pullback, and within these different ranges and levels as well. Now on the low end, what are we looking for? Let's go zoom in on a 1 hour time frame, see if we can scroll back in time that far. Oh yeah, sure enough we can. Awesome, great. Yeah, nice little POI down here. I would just keep this one on. And then there's something here too. You see this red little candle here? That's one juicy one too, man. Look at that. Brak! Last red candle sponsoring the bullish move that broke the structure. You can see, you know, there's a whole lot. You can see, you can definitely find something within this area here. You can find something and decide to use something, some levels within this area. And pretty much every area on the low end. But then, you know, it's down to you to see which levels you want to use. But I like to use the most prominent structure breakage level and find POIs based on them. So this is going to be my structure here. So essentially the last move down before the move up that really broke up the structure would be the very last one before it went up. I don't know, it could be regarded as being this one or this one. So these two levels could be acknowledged as being valid levels to be used, you know, these two right there. And then of course you get some new structures. That's all-time high. A previous all-time high from here is being broken and new time high is being created. This is the new time high after the previous all-time high, and then we got another all-time high after that. So these two also have their own POIs. Then you got to think which levels are most likely to be retested. The close future, the most relevant levels would be these levels here within this rectangle. So if you want to be super accurate, we could have this one here at 42.9, so 43 cents. That would be awesome. And then we got this one right there at 51.75. So basically these two levels, these two green levels here that I just mapped out, all the two levels I would be considering and watching before a relief rally to the upside up to our POI that we earlier on determined. You know, essentially these right here, I would be watching these levels as being the top levels to exit my position entirely. But of course, this is a next structure support level, so something is going to happen here. If the price decides to go down, it's most likely going to bounce off of this level here and then do some consolidation, creating another PY around this within this range. So when it's gonna, if it breaks down and then hits these levels, or you know these two levels, they could both get hit before a bounce and a relief rally up to this blue one, potentially past this blue one, within this rectangle here where we can find, but we will be able to determine the next POI once it will have formed. Then we could expect a slight pullback or consolidation, and then potentially a run, a last run up, liquidity grab up to these levels up there before the price drops maybe 50% from this top down. So let's try to calculate it real quick. We're going to use the Fibonacci level. So how do we find the 50% of this range to try to estimate where to the price could retrace? Start on the top basically. So we get something here. The 50% Fibonacci would be around there if it were to be bullish. If the price of Fantom, we could then expect the price of it to go back down to these square levels where it's going to probably consolidate again, relief rally up, and form a pattern that's gonna either break out or break down, but it's gonna be more 50-50, whereas if it bounces off of this higher 50% level, it will have more chances to head higher up to these upper POI basically. So let's draw up a simulation here. Boom, 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 consolidation, liquidity grab, little Wyckoff schematic unfolding, up, we're going up to this POI, consolidating, breaking up, boom, liquidity grab, consolidation, break of structure to the downside, little bounce here, boom, down, POI, consolidation, fluctuation, POI, and now from there, where is it going to go? Nobody knows. Could it keep going up? Or it can simply just go down. From here, it could just, go down to the lowest levels. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, in my opinion, that's something like we can expect something like that to happen in the close future, So gotta watch it. Expect the different levels where all that could unfold to. So just need to watch it, and then all that is just assumptions. I'm just speculating out here. Maybe I'm completely wrong, and then this blue line is gonna be the bottom, and from there it's just gonna skyrocket up, retesting all-time high like it is just here. So who knows, man? You just gotta watch it, right? Do your market analysis, chart analysis, do all your due diligence on this project, and then just trying to see what's up. So I just wanted to share my insight on this project, on this chart here, and then I was just wondering what you guys think about it, So, but yeah, so that'll be all for today. This is a wrap for sure. So I hope that this was helpful and insightful to you all. Just yeah, let me know in the comment, let me know in the comment section what you think about it. So if you got any value from this video, do not forget to like, subscribe, and comment, obviously. Also turn on the notification bell to be notified every single time a new video gets posted. Leave a comment below, please. Do that for me. If you have any suggestions or you want me to develop further on any part of the video or language being used all throughout of the video, that would be a pleasure for me to help you all better understand what we're talking about here. And do not forget to share this video with anyone you believe. And do not forget to share this video with anyone you believe would be interested in knowing more about trading and cryptocurrency as a whole, or who would just get any value out of it, alright? So please do that for me. Thank you. Alright, so that being said, you guys trade safely, squeeze the hell out of the market, milk it out, but be safe, alright? Peace out.
We're going to be talking about, crypto.